Okay, so like imagine this, right? You decide to drive across the country, coast to coast, no GPS, no map, just vibes.
Oh, wow. That's brave. That's really brave.
Yeah, maybe not the best idea, right? You might get there eventually, but you're probably going to take some wrong turns, waste a bunch of gas, and arrive feeling totally stressed out.
Yeah, definitely not the most efficient way to travel.
Exactly. And that's kind of how it is with running a business without a budget. You might be able to wing it for a while, but you're probably leaving money on the table and missing out on opportunities to really grow.
A budget is like your roadmap to financial success. It helps you track your income, your expenses, make informed decisions, and ultimately reach your goals.
And that's what we're diving deep into today. We're talking all about budgeting, but not just the basics. We're going to take it a step further and explore how to use your budget to maximize profit and unlock those hidden growth opportunities. It's like having a financial GPS that guides you toward success.
And a good GPS doesn't just get you from point A to point B, right? It helps you avoid those traffic jams, find the most scenic routes, maybe even discover a hidden gem or two along the way.
I love that analogy. So let's talk about those hidden gems. What are some of the surprising benefits of budgeting that go beyond just saving money?
Well, one of the biggest benefits is that it helps you identify areas where you might be overspending without even realizing it.
It's like finding a $20 bill in your pocket. You had no idea it was there, but now you can use it for something you actually need.
Exactly. And once you've identified those areas where you can cut back, you can free up resources to invest in things that will actually move the needle for your business.
Like what kind of things?
Well, it could be anything from marketing and advertising to employee training or upgrading your equipment.
So it's not just about saving money. It's about spending money strategically in the areas that will generate the biggest return on investment.
Exactly. It's about making your money work smarter, not harder.
Okay, so I'm convinced I need a budget, but where do I even start?
Well, the first step is to assess your income. This means taking a realistic look at how much money you're bringing in each month. Don't just base it on your best month or what you hope to earn in the future. Look at your actual income over the past few months to get a clear picture of your current financial situation.
Right, and one of the sources we looked at recommended calculating your income based on your lowest earning month over the past quarter. That way you're not setting yourself up for disappointment if things slow down.
I like that approach. It's all about being conservative and setting realistic expectations.
So once we have a handle on our income, what's next?
The next step is to categorize your expenses. This means breaking down your spending into different categories like fixed costs, variable costs, and one-time expenses.
Can you give me some examples of each category?
Sure, fixed costs are expenses that stay relatively the same each month, like rent or mortgage payments, salaries, and insurance premiums.
Those are the non-negotiables, right?
Pretty much. Then you have your variable costs, which fluctuate depending on your business activity. These might include things like utilities, marketing expenses, or raw materials.
And then one-time expenses are those big ticket items that you don't purchase regularly.
Exactly, like new equipment or a website redesign.
Okay, so once we've categorized our expenses, what do we do with all this information?
Well, this is where the fun part begins. We start looking for ways to cut unnecessary costs.
Ooh, I love a good cost-cutting exercise. It's like a treasure hunt for hidden savings.
Haha, it can be. And the best part is you don't necessarily have to make drastic changes to see significant results. Sometimes it's just about being more mindful of your spending and identifying those small leaks that are draining your profits.
So where should we start looking for these leaks?
One of the easiest places to start is with your subscriptions. Are you paying for any services that you're not really using?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that. I have a subscription to a meditation app that I haven't used in months.
See, there you go. That's easy money back in your pocket. And then you can look at things like your utility bills. Are there ways to reduce your energy consumption or negotiate a better rate with your provider?
And what about supplies? Are we just accepting the first price we see, or are we shopping around for the best deals?
That's a great point. Don't be afraid to negotiate with vendors or look for alternative suppliers. You might be surprised at how much you can save just by doing a little bit of research.
So we've tackled our expenses, we found some savings. What's next?
Now it's time to think about investing back into your business. This is where you can really start to see those profit-maximizing benefits of budgeting.
So how do we decide where to invest?
Well, it depends on your specific business goals and priorities, but some common areas for investment include marketing, employee development, and equipment upgrades.
Let's talk about marketing first. What are some smart ways to invest in marketing that will actually generate a return?
One of the most effective strategies is to focus on targeted marketing. This means identifying your ideal customer and tailoring your messaging and advertising to their specific needs and interests.
So instead of trying to reach everyone, we're focusing on the people who are most likely to buy from us.
Exactly. And with the rise of digital marketing, there are so many affordable and effective ways to reach your target audience.
Like what?
Well, social media advertising is a great option. It allows you to target your ads to very specific demographics and interests. You can also use email marketing to stay in touch with your customers and promote your products or services.
And don't forget about content marketing. Creating valuable content like blog post articles and videos can help you attract new customers and establish yourself as an expert in your industry.
Right. Content marketing is all about providing value to your audience and building relationships that will hopefully lead to sales down the road.
So we've covered marketing. What about employee development? Why is it so important to invest in your employees?
Your employees are your most valuable asset. Investing in their training and development can help them improve their skills, productivity, and job satisfaction.
And when your employees are happy and engaged, they're more likely to provide excellent customer service, which can lead to increased sales and loyalty.
Absolutely. It's a win-win situation for everyone.
And finally, let's talk about equipment upgrades and when does it make sense to invest in new equipment?
Well, it's not always necessary to have the latest and greatest technology, but if your equipment is outdated or inefficient, it could be costing you money in the long run.
So it's about weighing the cost of the upgrade against the potential savings or increased productivity.
Exactly. You need to ask yourself, will this new piece of equipment save me time, money, or both?
And if the answer is yes, then it might be worth the investment.
Right, and sometimes even a small upgrade can make a big difference.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today, but there's one more important step we need to talk about: setting profit goals.
That's right. Your profit goals are like your financial destination. They give you something to aim for and help you stay motivated.
So how do we set realistic profit goals?
Well, it starts with understanding your current profitability. What is your profit margin right now, and where would you like it to be in the future?
And once we have our profit goals in mind, how do we make sure we're on track to achieve them?
That's where regular budget reviews come in. It's important to check in with your budget at least once a month to see how you're doing and make any necessary adjustments.
So it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Definitely not. Your budget is a living document that should evolve as your business grows and changes.
Okay, so we've covered all the key steps to creating a profit-focused budget. But are there any other tips or tools that can help us stay on track?
There are tons of great budgeting tools available, both free and paid. One popular option is QuickBooks, which is a cloud-based accounting software that can help you track your income, expenses, and profit.
And what about Mint? Have you ever used that?
I have. It's a great tool for personal budgeting, but it can also be used for small businesses. It connects to your bank accounts and credit cards and automatically categorizes your transactions.
That sounds super convenient.
It is, and it can help you identify areas where you might be overspending without even realizing it.
So we've got QuickBooks and Mint. What are some other budgeting tools we should check out?
Well, if you're looking for a simpler option, you can always create your own budget using a spreadsheet.
Yeah, a spreadsheet could be a great way to visualize your income and expenses and track your progress over time.
And the best part is it's totally free.
Okay, so we've got our tools in place. Any other advice for staying on track with our budgets?
One important tip is to separate your business and personal finances. This will make it much easier to track your income and expenses and avoid any confusion come tax time.
Right, and it can also help you avoid the temptation to dip into your business funds for personal expenses.
Exactly. And finally, I would recommend setting up an emergency fund. This is a separate savings account that you can use to cover unexpected expenses like a major equipment repair or a sudden drop in sales.
Having an emergency fund can give you peace of mind knowing that you're prepared for whatever comes your way.
Exactly. It's like having a financial safety net.
So to wrap things up, we've learned that budgeting is essential for any business owner who wants to maximize profit and achieve their financial goals.
It's not just about crunching numbers. It's about taking control of your finances, making informed decisions, and setting yourself up for long-term success.
And remember, budgeting is a journey, not a destination. So start small, be consistent, and don't be afraid to adjust your plan as you go.
And here's a final thought to leave you with. What's one small change you can make to your spending habits this week that will move you closer to your profit goals? It could be as simple as canceling that unused subscription, bringing your lunch to work a few days a week, or negotiating a better rate with one of your suppliers. Remember, every little bit counts, and those small changes can add up to big results over time.
So there you have it, folks. Budgeting for maximum profit. It's not as scary as it sounds, and the rewards are definitely worth the effort.
So go out there, take control of your finances, and start maximizing your profits today.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive, and we'll see you next time.
See you then. Bye.